Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. It very much would be my pleasure to have you back. So today I had this idea a couple of days ago. I was just kind of thinking, someone had asked me what my ride or die makeup products were, and I just kind of like got me thinking about other stuff. I've been home alone for like a week. My husband's been away working, and so I've just had a lot of time to sit there thinking random questions. Does anyone else do that? Like sit there thinking, if I was going to be an animal, what animal would I be? So that's where this kind of inspiration for this video came from. So what this video is desert island decisions, because I don't want to get sued. Let's see what I did there. So if you don't know about desert island discs, that is when you list your like ultimate favorite CDs or albums that you are obsessed with and that you would take with you if you went to a desert island. So this is going to be very much along that vibe, but it is 15 different questions for you, or categories if you will, for you to take with you to a desert island. So you get 15 things to take with you, one from each category as listed down below. So let's get started. Hopefully it will make sense once I've begun. So I've also got the questions listed in the description bar for you to refer to. There are 15 questions, 15, but they are going to be quick. They are going to be easy. They aren't going to be easy, but they are going to be short and sweet. So without further ado, let's get started. Number one, makeup item. That is easy for me because I actually regularly only have time for one item, and that item would be mascara. That is a no-brainer for me. I feel like it makes the hugest difference to my face, and I feel like anything else looks weird by itself. Like if I was just to whack foundation on, I'd look like a ghost, and if I was just to like, you know, randomly do a lipstick, again, I feel like that would look odd on me. So whereas mascara, I just feel like it brightens up my whole face, makes me look awake, kind of like makes me look like a bit done, but not so done that I'm missing the rest of it. So yeah, mascara, easy. Next question. Number two, skincare item. Again, fairly easy for me because I could not live without moisturizer. And there's no point in taking something like, you know, retinol or like anything like that, because no one's going to see me really. So who cares if I look really, really old? But I feel like, you know, desert island, it's likely to get hot. I'm going to be dehydrated, and I'm going to need some SPF. So yeah, moisturizer, 100% with an SPF in it. Number three, a sleep aid. You read into that what you will, but my answer is going to be a duvet. I think you call it a quilt in the US, but duvet is what I would take. I can't sleep. I don't care if it's 100 degrees or 5 degrees. I can't sleep unless I am fully cocooned like a sleeping bag within a duvet. A pillow, I can take it or leave it. When I get migraines, I go pillowless. And actually I could probably fashion a pillow out of sand. But a duvet, can't sleep without one, because I have that weird issue that if I'm not fully immersed in a duvet up to my neck, I feel that I am going to be attacked by a demon in the night. But as long as you are under your duvet with only your head showing, you are perfectly safe. So that's just a tip for you, that if you don't want to be taken by a demon in the night, duvet, 100% bulletproof. Fact. Number four, a hair product. Again, these so far are very easy for me. Hair product, because it's the one that I pretty much use every day of my life, is dry shampoo. 100%. I almost use it without fail every single day of my life. And actually I now have the ultimate dry shampoo foam that I use, which is amazing. So if you want to know about that, I'll list the review down below. So here is where it gets tricky. Number five, a person. It must be a living person. You know it's got serious when I pick my pen up. It must be a living person, and it cannot be a member of your family, because I made this rule up because I didn't want to have to choose between my husband and my kids. So that's where I generated this random rule from, just to help me out, you know? I don't want them to see this video later in life and use it against me, you know, to have to buy them an extra Christmas present or something. And Christmas is coming up as well. So now is not the time to upset any of your family members. For me, the alive person that I would like to take with me is the Queen I don't know if that's weird or not. And I do feel bad because obviously she is an older lady and it's going to be a long journey. You know, she's going to be uncomfortable. She's not going to have her, you know, her corgis and all of her home comforts around her. So I do feel guilty about that. But I just think she'd be a fascinating conversation. I have so many questions I'd like to ask her, so many. And because she'd be on a desert island trapped with me, I feel like she'd be much more likely to really tell me all the tea, like what goes on in Buckingham Palace. Has she seen, like, you know, Prince William naked? Has she? I want to know. Who's her favourite grandchild? Does she think Charles will be a good king? Would she rather Prince William just take over? What does she think of Meghan Markle? What's her favourite TV shows? Does she watch Netflix? These are the kind of things I want to know from the Queen. So, person living, the Queen. Next up, another person. This is going to be a person who has passed. So this can be someone who is no longer with us. And that is the only rule on this one. This again for me is really, really easy because I never got to meet my husband's mother, my mother-in-law. I never got to meet her. She passed away sadly before we met. And I just feel so sad that I never got to meet her, chat to her, you know, just have those sort of mother-in-law, daughter chats, you know. I want her to tell me what my husband, you know, was like in their relationship and all that kind of stuff, because my husband is such an amazing, loving, kind, caring, thoughtful person. And obviously a lot of that comes from his mum and how he was raised, and his whole family is just amazing. Like, the type of people who will literally just move mountains for you. So I would just love to have had the chance to meet her and just, you know, just chat mum talk. So 100% it would be my mother-in-law. Number 7 is an animal. Now, it doesn't have to be a specific animal, as in, you know, your pet George or whoever. I'm talking a species of animal. So I was torn here because the obvious way to go for me is dog, because, you know, companion, you know, keeps you happy, get to stroke him, snuggle up for warmth. But I'm going practical here, and I'm thinking I'm on a desert island. There's not a lot to drink. There's not a lot to work with. What am I going to be eating? What am I going to be drinking? Those are the questions I'm asking myself. So I'm going to take a cow, because that way I always have milk. Cows are quite cute. You can stroke them. They seem quite friendly. They also just eat grass, so I don't really have to worry that they aren't going to have anything to eat. Whereas a dog, I mean, what is it going to eat? Number 8, food item. Oof, I was going to say this is hard, and it is when you consider that it's one food item for as long as you may be on this desert island, which could be forever. Let's face it, we don't know. So I'm going to go potato. And do you know why? Versatility. That's why. You can make roast potatoes. You can make chips. You can make a potato stew. You can make mash. You can make frittatas, potato cakes. There's just so many things you can do with a potato, and you've got milk. You can make a dauphinoise, kind of. So yeah, potatoes, filling, delicious, and so versatile. Number 9, a soft drink. Now, you might think you would choose water. Is that a soft drink? I don't know, but I'm just going to drink the rain. I'll be fine with that. I've got milk from my cow, so the soft drink I'm going for is a Diet Coke. I'm obsessed with Diet Coke. I think it's amazing. And, you know, it just peps me up. I'm not going to have coffee while I'm there, because where's the kettle? But a Coke, and I feel like I can conquer the world. Conquer the world. And obviously there's going to be a lot of work to be done, so I'm going to need to keep my energy up. So for me, it's a Diet Coke all the way. Number 10, an alcoholic drink. This is hard for me because I have 2. I mean, I do have 10 that I like, but there are 2 that are like my ride or die alcoholic drinks that I'm always very torn between the 2 when I go out. In fact, there's 3. I'm not going to lie to you, there are 3. A glass of champagne, or just champagne on tap, because it's unlimited here, guys. You don't just get one, you have a drink, but you have an unlimited amount of it. So I'm tempted to go for like a red wine, because that is going to be nice of an evening with some potatoes and milk. You know, a glass of wine would be nice. But at the same time, so is a glass of champagne. You can't beat a glass of champagne. But my third drink, my ultimate favourite drink, is a margarita. I'm obsessed with margaritas. But just thinking about the environment and the circumstances I'm under, so I'm on a desert island, I've got the Queen with me and my mother-in-law. Presumably we're going to have to be making shelter, we're going to have to be milking the cow. It's going to be tiring days, and in my mind the most relaxing thing at the end of a long stressful day is a glass of red wine. So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for the red wine because I can just see me now, me, the Queen and my mother-in-law with a glass of red wine and some mashed potato, just living life. Number 11, TV series. Any series, old, new, 1 series, 10 series, but you get to watch the whole series for the rest of your life. 1 TV series, what would it be? It's because there is 1 TV series that I have that I watch just all of the time, over and over and over again, the entire thing. I've got it on box set. I've got it on saved on my TV. I have it I just can always love and enjoy it. And there are lots of episodes as well, which is really important to think about when you're, you know, thinking about watching this for eternity with the Queen. I think she'd love this as well, and that is Sex and the City. It's got to be one of my all-time favourites. It's still hilarious. There's enough episodes that when you start again at the beginning, you've kind of forgotten a lot of what goes on. Love it. Sex and the City all the way. The Queen would love that. I bet she's seen it. It's probably her favourite as well. Number 12, a movie. For me, this is harder because I have lots of favourite movies, but immediately I'm wiping out anything scary because a desert island is scary enough. You know, there are probably lots of creatures and crabs and things that come in the night. It's going to be a bit spooky with, you know, you don't really know what's inside, further into the island, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to give myself nightmares. I've got enough problems on the desert island. So I'm going to go for something that's not scary. It's uplifting, it's going to cheer me up, it's easy to watch, and I can watch it over and over and over again. And that is About Time. I don't know if anyone else has ever seen this movie ever, but it is like my all-time favourite. It used to be The Notebook, but I just find myself preferring About Time these days because it's just a bit funnier. It's like The Notebook, a little bit funnier. Question 13, a book. This is a book that you are going to have to read. Well, you don't have to, but it's the book that is your option to read for eternity, unless you get rescued. I mean, you could only be there for a couple of days. Who knows? You could be there forever. So I'm going with Harry Potter, and because you are not allowed to take the collection, it is 1 book, guys. I don't want to see any cheating here. 1 book, so I'm going to pick the last one because it's the biggest. So it's just going to take me the longest to get through. And obviously I know what happens in the first ones. I've read the entire Harry Potter series like 10 times, every book. So I know what happens. I don't need, you know, the backstory or anything. But the last book is the biggest. So therefore I'm going to choose that one. I mean, the movie was like 2 parts, so it's going to last me. It's going to take me a good few weeks in between all the potato preparation, cow milking, Queen questions, wine drinking. It will last me a good month probably to get through that book. So yeah, that's what I choose. Number 14, a song, and this one is a little harder. Just think a song, the only song you can ever listen to ever again. There's not many that wouldn't be really annoying after a while. You know those songs that you hear on the radio and you love it, and then it gets played 5 billion times and then you never want to hear it again ever in your life? That's what I feel like would happen with a lot of my favourite songs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with 1,000 Years by Christina Perri because I love that song. It's my wedding song. I've heard it a kabillion times, as my daughter would say, and I'm still not bored of it. It's easy listening. It's quite relaxing again. It's important to relax when you're on a desert island, get some chill time in, and I think that that's the perfect song. It would also remind me of my husband, who obviously isn't there, so I could play that song while crying into my wine and eating my potatoes. All of my doubts suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. Bin man's come. Just what we needed. So we're gonna finish on a more uplifting, hopefully, question, and that is number 15, a YouTuber. Now, and there's another rule here, it cannot be a YouTuber who is your friend or that you know or that you have met or you have a relationship with. It's gotta be a YouTuber you have never met or spoken to, because otherwise, again, Christmas is coming up, remember. So you don't want to upset anyone by not picking them. Do you know, I think I'm going to go for a really obvious one, and that is Shane Dawson. I find his series so fascinating. He comes across as such a lovely, kind, caring person. You know what they say about you should never like meet your heroes or you should never meet your idols? There's so many YouTubers that I'd be afraid to meet in case they were like really mean or just not as nice people as they come across on YouTube. With Shane, I feel like that's just impossible. He really is just, he just seems so down to earth and normal and lovely. And I have so many questions. You know, he knows so many people that I'm fascinated by, and I have lots of questions about a lot of his series and his conspiracy theories, and I just think we'd have a very interesting conversation. I'd just love to know more and find out more about all of that stuff and just, you know, just hang out with him because he genuinely seems like an amazing human. So there you have it. That is all 15 questions answered. My desert island decisions. The questions will be listed all down below, and I'm going to be tagging some of my fave channels in the description box. So thumbs up if you like this video, and please let those guys know that I have tagged them so that we can all find out what their desert island decisions are. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of fun and lightheartedness here on my little corner of YouTube. Please don't forget to come back so I can see you in another video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.